You mentioned Judge for a second, Brad.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people don't like the Yankees. I like great players. Is what Aaron Judge doing, what he's doing right now, is this the hottest stretch that we have seen over the last
It has to be
10 years? I'm not trying to get so theatrical here, but the dude was really struggling to start the season.
He was what, 1 for 21 or something like that?
Well, he had a stretch of going 1 for 24 because it was 24. The same thing that Jackson Holiday was.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But then Aaron Judge decided to hit 8,000 home runs and bat about 800. So, guys, I mean, how sustainable is this going to be? Not saying Judge is going to be this guy that's going to hit, what he's doing right now, but this looks like the guy that very well is the front runner now to win the AL MVP.
Yeah, he's it's absurd. It's so fun to watch, and it's not anything that's like surprising to this point because when he's on, it's better than anybody. When he's off, when the easy tell is that slider down and away, and then the missing the fastballs up that are fouling straight back. Those are the easy ones where you can start to see, I don't fall in love with the, one home run in a series as like ungrateful as that sounds. I don't fall in love with that. I fall in love with balls going to the other way. When he starts peppering the right field and right center gaps and it's hard line drives or starts to lift over the wall, like that's where I start to feel a little bit more in touch with him. And I think you're going to see a little bit of a slide. It started to happen in the Royals series. Didn't look great at times in the Red Sox series. When he starts guessing that, I think the last AB last night was a guessing on a slider down and out, and it ended up being a painted fastball down in the corner that he just sat on in a difficult spot in the game. Those are the things that tell me when he's off and when he's on. But what's crazy is that it doesn't take him long to get back on. It really only takes a couple ABs. So I'm hoping this doesn't last too long.
Well, and that's actually a great point I wanted to bring up here. And then Kevin's got a question for you, Kyle, next. I hate the phrase when everyone goes, man, he's just a streaky hitter. Everybody in baseball is a streaky hitter. The difference is how bad is your cold streakiness and how can you get back to being consistent, and then how long do you stay hot? Every hitter is going to be streaky. It's just that's the difference here. And Aaron Judge, when he's on, he's just gone nuclear. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. His month of May, he hit 361 for the entire month of May, 14 jacks. He's in 392 with 6 home runs.
Can I add something there?
Yes, you may, Kyle.
His month of May, American League Player of the Month, you may have mentioned this on the show at one point, but that was his best calendar month of his career regarding OPS with 50 plus plate appearances, 14-15.
That's insane.
It's ludicrous.
His OPS is 1439 over the last 40 games with 20 home runs. He's batting 387.
Again,
over 40 games.
That is just 40, unbelievable.
So
that's like video game shit.
That's like Barry Bonds on steroids.
Yeah.
That's literally Barry Bonds.
That's the Juan Soto. That's the Juan Soto effect. It really is. And like as many, I'm not going to come off as a homer here. Like I'm very realistic about my team. I'd like to think. I think what Soto provides is when you get to see 5 to 7 pitches before you get to the plate, and Volpe had that on base streak that's insane. Like 1 and 2 look really good, but to give Judge that many looks, knowing that Judge himself will typically go deep into counts, it gives him a lot more to work with. It gives him a lot more to look at. And that, to me, is why anybody that's out there saying, why does Juan Soto need this contract that he's going to get? It's not just his numbers. It's the ripple effect of what he does for everyone else, specifically Judge behind him.
It's a great point. It is a great point where when you have someone that is of that caliber, and Juan Soto is of that caliber with Judge, changes your whole dynamic. And that I'm glad you brought that up, because it's one thing to see the stats, but it changes the complete dynamic of how the whole lineup gets pitched and how differently then you have to try to protect other players. And it's going to give more opportunities to your stars. And it's not a coincidence then for me when Stanton gets going a little bit it does help when you have two superstars that can kind of handle a lot of the criticism, but also teams have to game plan around them.